Welcome! This is Learning Health and Fitness channel once again, and in this video, we will discuss say goodbye to bloating for good. But before we begin, be sure to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. So, you want to know what's been causing your bloating? Well, we've got air. That sounds weird, but it is one of the main culprits, along with sodium and poor digestion. So I'll go through these quickly without getting too technical on how our body works or anything like that, because let's face it, no matter where someone starts their journey, they're probably familiar with those three things. Let's get started. Air seems like a really weird culprit to bloating because we need air. But there are certain ways you can eat and drink that will stop your stomach from holding too much. For example, one trick is gum. What's interesting about this, ironically enough, is when people chew gums so they always feel full, or it will stop them from overeating or snacking on unnecessary foods. But the process behind it all, it causes us to swallow so much air, which could lead to bloating. If this sounds like your situation, then I recommend trying sugar-free gum or another type of candy, or some organic grapes in your fridge. Another culprit is drinking through a straw because it can lead to drinking more air. Lastly, it's the way you're chewing and eating your food. I'm sure that as a child, parents have told you to slow down. Chew everything before swallowing it. Well, it turns out this advice applies even more now than ever before, because one of the first steps during digestion starts right after our mouths start moving. I know it might sound a little weird, but this is actually true, so slow down. Next, we're gonna talk about sodium. The problem with sodium is a big one, and this differs from air because we're talking about water retention now. I don't know if you still remember chemistry class in high school, but the rule of osmosis is true. Water follows salt, so if you eat something with high sodium, water will follow. And when holding onto excess fluids in your body, it can lead to bloating or swelling. Another culprit that has sodium are frozen foods. When you look at the back of any frozen meal, even if it has low calories and fat, but most people aren't paying attention to how much sodium is inside. And that's what makes them hold onto their water retention, because salt itself can be used as a preservative. With all of this talk about sodium, it's easy to forget that high blood pressure is one major risk factor for heart disease. So if you want a healthy lifestyle with less weight gain or kidney problems down the line, then avoid frozen foods and processed snacks. Even canned vegetables can be bad because they contain lots of excess fluid, which will lead to water retention. If you're enjoying this video, I have another suggestion for you. But before that, give this video a big thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments section. The last thing we're going to talk about is digestion. This topic deserves an entire video on its own, but for the purpose of this clip, I want you all to know some tips on how your stomach might not be digesting food properly and what that could potentially mean, as well as other symptoms like bloating or gas after eating just one tiny portion. First, avoid water 20 minutes before 1 hour after your meal. This is a tough habit, but it's necessary if you want your digestive enzymes to work properly and break down the nutrients in whatever dish has been just served. Another one, make homemade tea. Warm up some water with fresh fennel, coriander, and ginger. This will help break down your food in the stomach more efficiently. Lastly, eat fruit on its own. The best way to enjoy fruit is on its own, without any other food. I see so many people combine their favorite fruits with pies and salad as dessert after meals. This does not work well in your gut. Fruits are broken down quickly enough that they can't digest properly when mixed together. Instead, try eating them soon before or during breakfast time for optimal results. It will help you avoid bloating too. So there you have it, our top tips for saying goodbye to bloating. If none of these work for you, it might be time to see a nutritionist and figure out what's going on. I always think the more you know, the better. So don't be afraid to do some diagnostic testing if you suspect that your hormones or your food absorption might be causing your bloating woes. For those of you who have tried this, share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new and are into health and fitness, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon so you'd be notified when our new videos are released.